And these include things like project management, relationship building, stakeholder engagement, written and oral communication, briefing senior leaders, and multitasking. You will see some combination of these skills listed on nearly every EM related job posting. And the key to success is combining those foundational elements I mentioned earlier with these key skills and effectively presenting that in your resume. And finally, my last takeaway from my book and from my experience is to figure out your why. What draws you to this field? What are your goals? Why is this career right for you? The answers to these questions are going to guide you as you navigate your career journey and make sure that you're always following that North Star as you go through. Emergency management is going to challenge you. It's going to push you. And at times, it's going to exhaust you. We all know from experience on this panel. But you will also be fulfilled in ways that other professions can't. And it's fantastic. For me, all of this is worth it because it personally fuels my passion. So as you guys embark on or continue your journey, I see that some
The beginning of the panel. What's one technical skill and one soft skill that you each consider essential for new emergency managers to learn? And obviously, the answer is going to be different based on your experiences in your fields, but they also apply, right? They apply across the spectrum.
Yeah, so I guess I'll start to keep the order. I think the like immediate thing, just in my purview from higher ed and other such things in state and local emergencies, is knowing weather and how to read it. Everyone thinks I'm a weatherman. I am not. I have no formal education in it. I can read a PowerPoint that the National Weather Service sends me, and then I have the ability to brief that to executives. So I am not a weatherman. But but I think understanding that and how it impacts that, I've used weather in so many ways to enhance different emergency management programs because that weather group is the same group that I'd assemble if there was a disaster, be it, man-made or something else. So like that muscle, we get more weather in central New York than we do most things, and we're compared to active violence, hazmat, any of the other major incidents. So building that core group and muscle memory through weather and those kind of events was helpful in being able to translate that. Soft skills, I always kind of think like just decision making under pressure is just a nice soft skill, and it's obviously a big thing. But I stick to a phrase of how do you solve these massive problems that are in front of you? And the only way to eat an elephant is to one bite at a time. And so chip away at those objectives and chip away at the things that you're trying to solve because you're not going to be able to patch that dam right away. Find a way to like break down what's in front of you, and then kind of like that project management, problem solving, but to not like look at the whole problem and drown because again, to the couple points that have been made.
Lean in on. Listen to learn. If you're an aspiring emergency manager, I will tell you, we don't have the answers in the experiences that we have across the board. We have to listen to learn. We have to understand where people have been, and that, for me personally, is why I have always been so interested in the entire emergency management community because everyone has a story. We all got here somehow. We all have challenges that we wake up in the middle of the night for and are trying to figure out that solution. And the more we listen to learn, the more we build our bench of the people that we can call on when we're in the middle of the fight overall. Um, who are you going to call? One of the things I always do is who's your three, and they cannot be within your jurisdiction. What do I mean by that? One day, one of you are going to be put in a bad situation, and you're going to have to make a decision. And that decision is something that you will know the answers to because of your experience, but you might want to validate it. The one thing I would always say is, who's your lifeline? Always have three because your primary, secondary, and tertiary. One of them is going to pick up. I always said I got paid to have my phone on until my phone was my phone's gone now. Again, my phone's always on now because I love it being on. But who are you going to call?